Crochet with the Mother of Boys. I'm Michelle, the Mother of Boys. Today I have some makes. We'll have one make, one whip, and most importantly, I have some discount yarn. I went to Michael's recently. I think I said that in my last video, and I'll be honest, I was getting very jealous. I'm just gonna go put it out there. It was jealousy. I was jealous of all you Americans who have Hobby Lobby. Is it Hobby Lobby? I think that's one that's got the massive discounts in June. Crazy sales, like $20 hanks for like $3. Like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. And I was feeling sad for myself. And so I was like, I need some retail therapy. And I told my husband, I was like, listen, I need to go to Michael's. I need to check this out. And to be fair, I did see some discounts on their app. And there was one specific yarn that I went to go get. It's a yarn that I think I've been looking at it for like 3 years and just could not justify the price. I'll show you, it's down there. And it was on for like half price, or maybe a little bit more than half price. I'm like, I need to go get this, even if it's just to buy a couple of those. I'll feel good about my purchase, getting them for, half the price, and like I can reason that I can do it. Let's do it. So I go to Michael's. I was even allowed to go all by myself, and like truly enjoy the shopping process, which does not happen often. So it was really, really enjoyable. It was nice. And I go in, and not only did I see, some yarn, the yarn I was looking for, I was on sale, but I saw some, like a bunch of the Caron crystal cakes. Like, what? I thought those were totally discontinued, gone, for wild, crazy prices. So this is the first one I got. Oh, hello, robot. Okay, hi, buddy. All right, say hi, friends. Say hi. You gonna be in my video today? Okay, sit down so they can see. So this one, the Caron crystal cakes. Like, look at that. How so beautiful. Now, I will admit, I have already bought this one back around Christmas. This is Dusk, color Dusk. And I think I may have shown you guys, actually, I started a top with it when Cypress was having his surgery, and it just came out so beautiful. I mean, I made some design choices that weren't necessarily the best, but that's okay. It's still wearable, it's still comfy, and I've learned, and I know what to do different next time, so it's fine. But can you see? It turned out huge. I mean, I wanted it oversized, but I don't know exactly how it continued to grow so wide at the bottom, but it did. But that's okay. I have still worn it a few times. It got warm here quickly after I finished it, so I literally have had, I think, 2 wears, and then I've had to put it away because it is warm. It's acrylic, right? Like, it's right here again. I do believe it's 64 acrylic, 24 polyester, 7% nylon, 5% metallic. Yeah, so it's not a summer yarn by all means. It is 634 yards or 8.5 ounces, 240 grams. If anyone is interested, and it's a lightweight, or not lightweight, sorry. And it's a medium weight core. Recommended knitting needles is US 8 or 5 millimeter, and recommended crochet is a US H or 8. And a 5 millimeter. So that all being said, hi buddy, you like it. It's very squishy. It is very comfy. It's just very warm. See, he likes it. And that's part of the reason why I did short sleeves as well, because I knew it was going to be warm. I didn't want to be overheating in it. And overall, I do really like it, and I'm happy with the way it turns out. And that is why I repurchased it. But I also repurchased it because I walked in, and these cakes, which are normally $11.99 Canadian, $9.99 US, but $11.99 Canadian, are on for $3. Like, I literally out loud said in the store to myself, I was like, oh my gosh, like quite loudly in an aisle. I'm pretty sure the guy that was working a couple aisles over heard me because he kind of looked at me a little odd when he cashed me out later, but you know. Anyways, yeah, so $3 a ball. I couldn't say no, plus the crystal cakes, which are beautiful. So yeah, super duper excited. So I do still have one downstairs, because this shirt only took one, not even a full one. I mean, it was like 98% of one, but I did have some yarn left over after everything. So that's awesome. Like there's a lot of yardage in here. So yeah, so I did buy some more, another one in dusk, and I have this one downstairs as well. This is Glittering Moonlight. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. So it's all different shades of blues with that silver strand in there. Yeah, and I have two of these still downstairs, so I only bought one more. So I'd have 3 full ones of these. I have now 3 full of the purple for the dusk. And then this is one that I kept going back and forth. So there wasn't a lot of colors. There was only 3 colors of the crystal cakes. I have a feeling because there's one of the cakes has the Canadian price on it and all the other ones only have the American price. So I have a feeling that maybe they got a shipment in like from the States that was overstock or whatever. But that's fine because I can totally win. And I'll be honest, I keep thinking like I need to go back and get some more because they're $3 a ball. But yeah, so they had these two and this one. This is the other color they had. This one is called Coral. And this one, the blue in there is very, very similar to one of the blues in the Glittering Moonlight. So I was thinking that I could, if I really want to, mix this one up with the blue if I wanted to do some like a bigger project. But if not, I'm looking at it. There's some purple in there too. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, all 3 of these could really go together. I think they really could. But yeah, there's some reds, oranges, blues, and it looks like a purple. I could be blind right now from the bright light that's shining in my eyes. But yeah, it's beautiful though. Like I said, I kept putting it down going, reds and oranges aren't necessarily my colors. I'll put it, you know, I don't need it. And then the $3, I'm like, I'd be really stupid not to buy it for $3. So the fact that I can mix these, yeah, it was really silly of me not to want to buy it. So I got 2 of these. It's not typically my colors, but I figure I can mix it with the blue if I want to make something bigger. Worst case scenario, they get turned into super squishy, soft angel blankets. Another yarn that I've wanted to try, but again, I would pick it up and I would put it back down because of the price, and I don't remember what the exact price is. I feel like it was like $10 a ball. It's one of those I'm like, I'd love to try it out, but it just costs a little more than I'd care to spend right now, you know, things like that. There's always something else I'd rather have gotten. So again, it'd get pulled off shelf, put back on before I leave and say, maybe next time, maybe next time. But this time they were on sale. So that is the Line Brand Ice Cream. And this is a roving, I believe, right? Is that what it says? Yeah, roving. $14.99 normally. $15 for this ball. I mean, it is super soft. It's really, really pretty. But $15, I just couldn't reason it. Like I said, there was other things. That's Canadian. I don't know what would be American, but that's the Canadian price. There was just always something else that I went, you know what? Maybe another time. So yeah, so this is 437 yards or 400 meters, is 7 ounces, 200 grams, is a medium 4, and is 100% acrylic. Looks like it's a 5.5 millimeter knitting needle or a 6.5 crochet hook. Machine wash, warm, gentle cycle, tumble dry is what it is. And this color is cool blue. I don't remember how many colors there were. There was definitely more colors in this line that were there, but I just found out maybe a couple days before I went that my cousin, who's also a crocheter, is expecting a little boy. So I was like, well, I need to go make her something. So yeah, so this will be turned into a special project for a special little guy. Okay. But yeah, this is really, really soft, like super, It's super soft. So again, it was $14.99 retail. I believe it was $5.99 a ball. So more than half price. So that I can do. I can do more than half price off. Yeah, so super excited to try it out. But that's not the yarn I went to the store to get. So I did find it. Actually, I was a little concerned because I looked all over the store and I saw all the other colorways except for the one specific colorway that I wanted in this yarn. I literally went past it 3 times maybe, and I started digging, and then I'd go, oh, it's not there, and I'd walk away and I'd look at everything else. I'd come back, I'm like, well, maybe I'll get another, color. And then I was like, nope, stop, really dig. And I saw one strand. I was like, that's it. So I dug and I found one ball that was mangled. I was like, oh, do I buy it? Like, it literally looked like someone went ahead and like pulled out the insides and went, no, I don't want it, and then put it back on the shelf. I'm like, do I want that? Do I not want that? So I went through every ball of yarn there, and I'm pretty sure I got the only 3, except for that one mangled one. I left the mangled, but now I'm thinking for the project I want to make, I think I'm gonna have to go back and get that mangled one if it's still there. Anyways, I'll show you what we got. So this is what I wanted. It's landscapes, the Lion Brand landscapes. It's in the color Apple Orchard. I mean, that is so incredibly beautiful. That green is what gets me. I love, see, hopefully the camera shows it. That green is just so incredibly beautiful. It's like my favorite green is that Kelly green, that I always say that candy apple, like not real, not real green, or not real food, just candy. It's like a mix between that Kelly green and like an emerald green, and it's just so beautiful. And then popping off all those other jewel tones, oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. And it's so soft, again, so squishy soft. But there's not a lot of yardage in here. It's 147 yards, that's it. Normally it was, I believe, $10 a ball. I believe it was $5 a ball. I believe it was $5, so that would have been half price. So yeah, I can reason $5 a ball for 147 yards of gorgeousness. I struggle to reason $10 a ball for 147 yards, even though it was gorgeous. But it is 100% acrylic, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 147 yards, or 134 meters. It is considered a medium 4, but it's roving, so there's spots that I'd say are thicker. But overall, yeah, I'd say it's a 4. They say 6 millimeter knitting needles or 6.5 crochet hook. And like I said, this is called Apple Orchard. So I got 3, like I said, of those. And I'll show you because I could not, I kept telling myself, no, make your video before you start working with it. And I think it was like the next night, I said to Jeremy, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't wait any longer. I don't want to wait any longer. I'm like, it's fine. It'll be a whip. I can show part of a whip then in the video. I've been looking for this pattern. Like, I like watching alt knots. She's just cool. I love her. And I love her style, and she's a cardigan lover like me, so, it works really well. But I saw this one sweater she had made, I don't know, a while ago, maybe a year or 2 ago, and it's distressed, and I just love that look. I think it looks super cool, and I had such a mind block, I should say, as to how to do it. And so I went searching for her pattern. I looked through her YouTube channel, I don't know how many times, could not find it anywhere. I don't know why I couldn't find it. I could not find it. I decided to type in to Pinterest. I think I even typed in like alt knot distressed cardigan or crocheted sweater or something like that. And a picture actually came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, fantastic. Saved to my Pinterest. I clicked on it, and it took me to her YouTube channel. I was like, no, I've looked through this before. So I took another quick look. Couldn't find it. I'm like, what the heck? Like, where is this pattern? I need to find this pattern. So then I noticed in the bottom of the photo, it had her website. I'm like, I wonder if I go to her website. Sure enough, it's on her website. I got it. And honestly, she's a genius because the way she does it distressing. I'm like, of course, that makes complete sense, and it's the easiest thing in the world. It's just about chaining. Like, yeah. Anyways, so I decided that's what I want to make with this. I had started with the 6.5 hook like they suggest, and I, after about 3 rows, went, it's not going to be drapey enough for what I want. But also I'm not going to have near enough yarn if I do that. And I was like, you know what? If I take my big hook like I used for the sweater, you know, and it will make it more lacy looking, but hopefully it'll work. Now I've gotten, that far into it? How far is that? I don't know how many rows it is. And I decided to stop, and I should have stopped earlier, as I keep doing this to myself. And I was like, oh, I'm going to measure it. And I was like, this is huge. Like, it's way bigger. And I've now sat on it for probably about 4 days. I'm like, I don't have the heart to rip it out, because it was a bugger to rip out. Being roving, I did have one break I had to deal with. And that, I mean, that was with the smaller hook. So it's, you know, it's easier to get tangled. Being the bigger hook, I have hopes that it won't be so hard to get undone. But I just don't want to deal with it, to be honest. But I also can picture the beauty that it's going to be. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'll be glad I did it. Just right now, I'm sad, so I put it aside. But I'll show you what I have so far. So yeah, I've been using my 15.75 hook. And yeah, it took up, like, just this alone took most of the ball. I was like, that's gonna be way too big. Yeah, way too big. So I'm gonna have to rip it out. I'm gonna have to start with less, either a smaller hook or a less stitches. I haven't decided which one I want to do. I think I might just do less stitches. But I mean, that's so super cool. Like, here's a distressing for the one spot. It's literally just like a bunch of chains, and then you get your little distress spot. I'm like, yes, obviously. But like, it's just such a simple concept. Turns out super cool, and I'm very excited to make it. And yeah, like, I'm gonna find other yarn in my stash too. I think I need to make this a few times over in different variations, because it's just gonna be a super cool sweater. But yeah, I mean, at least you can see the yarn worked up. Like, that's beautiful. All those jewel tones are just so stunning. Now, mind you, with pink hair and the red, that doesn't really work as well. But this I'll make an exception for, because when I started looking for this yarn, or when I first saw this yarn, I think I had blue hair, which would have worked, and then went to purple, which totally would have worked. So I don't care. I'm just going to make it work. But yeah, super duper. I believe this is called the Killstar sweater, I believe it is. If anyone out there wants to go look for it, from Alt Knots. I believe she's like altknots.com or something like that. It's pretty simple. But yes, so that is what I have for you guys today. I think I did really good, especially these crystal cakes. So excited. Again, I don't know. I know what I'm making with these. I don't know what I'll make with the crystal cakes. But it really doesn't matter, because they're $3. So they will get used, and they'll be beautiful. And that's all that matters. But anyways, so tell me below if you have ever used a crystal cake. What did you make with it? Just out of curiosity, because like I said, I don't know what to make with it. I made one thing already, but what am I gonna do with all these other beauties? So give me some ideas, guys. Tell me, what have you made? Thank you for watching, and until next time, happy crocheting.